I hope everyone's having a great week. I'm Citrinechaka, and I am bringing to you this week what is going on in astrology, and also I will be giving you some zodiac messages as well. Um, Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is the Metaphysical Moonlighters channel, and also join both of my Facebook groups. I have the Tarot, Astrology, and Manifesting group, and I also have Gifted Psychics, Mediums, and Other Readers. The Tarot group has over 11,000 members, and Gifted has over 90,000 members. So they are both great communities. They do have slightly different vibes. The Tarot Astrology Manifesting group says it all. It's all about tarot. It's all about astrology. It's all about ways of manifesting. Gifted is geared more towards your innate gifts, whether you are clairvoyant, clairaudient, things of that nature. So log on to Facebook, check both of those groups out, and join both of those groups. I do appreciate it. And if you would like a personal reading with me, visit my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. Enjoy the reading. These are the zodiac messages for the week of February 7th. And we are starting off with Aries. Aries, what is in store for you this week? And the deck that I'm using this week, this is the Gaia deck. Okay. Aries, this week, you have the Night Wind card. Okay. So a lot of Aries, you might find yourself being out and about more so at night this week. But ultimately, this week, a lot of Aries will be facing fears. You will be releasing some things on a subconscious level and doing some overall healing. So this should be a great week for Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, what is in store for Taurus for the week of February 7th? Taurus. Taurus. Taurus, you have the jewel within a teardrop. Okay, so this could be a very spiritual week for a lot of Taurus people out there. You are going to be appreciating the humble beginnings. Okay, you might watch a movie that is about someone who rose to the top of their profession from humble beginnings. But ultimately, it says spiritual and emotional reconnection. Something is going to spark within you, deep within you this week, and it will make you feel more connected to your higher consciousness this week. That is for Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you have the attachment card. So this week for a lot of Geminis, you will be letting go. You will be, if there's something that just hasn't been working out, you are going to be ready to let it go this week, Gemini, okay? Let's see if there's another message related to this card. And you know, this is a case where you have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Okay. You might fear that you might disappoint someone from letting something go, but this is a case where you have to feel the fear and do it anyway. And if that requires you to let some things go, this is the perfect week for you to do so, Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. And again, this is for the week of February 7th. I actually recorded all of my February videos, and when I went to, and I actually uploaded them also, and I realized the following day that you could not hear most of the video. And, you know, remember, we're under a Mercury retrograde right now as of the recording of this video. So I'm just blaming it on Mercury retrograde. Cancer. Ooh, Cancer, eternal love. This is going to be a great week for a lot of Cancer people. You have the eternal love card. It talks about happiness, harmony, fulfillment. So this week is going to be a great week for a lot of Cancers. Okay. Moving on to Leo. Leo. Let's see what is in store for Leo this week. You have the apprehension card. And this is just saying that a lot of Leos this week, you might find yourself procrastinating too much. You might find yourself being apprehensive about taking the next step. Okay? And you might be letting doubt and fear hold you back. Okay? That's what this card is about. So a lot of you Leos out there, it's time to move out into the world. That's what the card says. It's time to get going. There is nothing to fear. Take the first step and just do it, Leo. Okay? And when you do take those steps, you will find out that everything will work out for you. Okay? That is for Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, what's in store for Virgo? Virgo, you have the Amethyst card. So this week is going to be one of transformation. 1 minute. So for a lot of Virgos, you might feel like this week is a very transforming week. You might be filled with confidence. Like you might be walking around and you just feel so confident, and you just look at yourself in the mirror and you're wondering, wow, I'm feeling so great right now. And you might be very certain about something, like you will just receive the clarity you need this week, Virgo. So ultimately, the Amethyst card is letting you know that this week is going to be a great week for you, and your transformation is right on track. And remember, these are general messages. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. I think I have it listed here, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. All right, so let's move on to Libra. See what's in store for Libra for the week of February 7th. Libra. Libra, this week is going to be a very healing week for a lot of Libras. Spirit is asking you to get out in nature this week. Connect with nature. Okay? Make sure you get enough sunlight as much as you can this week. But ultimately, this card is letting you know that it is time for you to reconnect and rediscover your true essence, your inner child, okay? And it's also a message to stop searching externally, okay, for some things that you should have within. That is for Libra. Let's move on to Scorpio. 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 Okay, this is the message for Scorpio for the week of February 7th. You have the Hidden Path card, okay? So for a lot of Scorpios this week, you might feel like you have sort of reached a fork in the road and you don't know which way to go, okay? And remember that really on the spiritual plane, there is no physical path that exists, okay? But you have to remember that there is a way forward. So don't stress yourself out too much about what is the next step to take, which way should I go. Just let things unfold, okay? Remember, when the heart and the mind are both focused on the same goal, great things are possible, okay? So just remember that. Don't stress too much this week, Scorpio. Moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's in store for Sagittarius for the week of February 7th. Ooh, Sagittarius. This week is going to be a great week for a lot of Sagittarius people. You're going to feel like you have freedom. And everybody knows Sagittarius is a sign that needs freedom beyond or above everything else. So this talks about rising above. You're going to feel free. If you have been feeling bogged down by problems, you're going to feel like this bird, like you are rising above the problems, rising above the situations, rising above the stress, okay? And you will definitely get clarity on something this week, Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, this week, Spirit is asking you to let go of something and release the fear surrounding that. Okay? If it's something that has you feeling restricted, Spirit is saying don't be afraid to let it go. That is for Capricorn. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, so this is the message for Aquarius for the week of February 7th. So Aquarius, you are going to feel, a lot of Aquarius people are going to feel very creative this week. So this is a great week to do something that highlights your creativity, okay? Because doing something creative is going to make you feel so happy and so whole this week, Aquarius. And also, this is also a message to do something creative and relax, okay? Whatever you do this week, make sure you relax afterwards, okay? That is for Aquarius. Now, let's move on to Pisces. Pisces. Ooh, Pisces, you have the Sacred Heart card. Look at that. It looks like it is backwards, but it's actually, this is the back of each card. But anyway, this is the Sacred Heart card. So Pisces, this card comes to let you know that you are entering a period of love, okay? So right now, this week, it's time for you to reevaluate your priorities, okay? Because you are about to begin another or a new path of self-discovery, okay? So that's really great news for you, Pisces. This is saying follow your heart, okay? Follow your heart this week. Follow your heart, follow your passions. All right, so those have been the Zodiac messages for the week of February 7th using the Gaia Oracle deck. Next, we're going to look at what's going on in astrology this week. And now we move on to the astrology report for this week. And this is going to be for the week of February 7th through the 13th. Okay, so this week we have on Monday the 8th, we have the Sun in a conjunction to Mercury. This is great energy for brainstorming. So if you need to come up with an idea, try to do it under the energy of this conjunction, Sun-Mercury conjunction. That is a great energy for brainstorming. Now, on the 10th, we have a square. We have Mercury in a square to Mars. This is a time where old issues will come up, and they're coming up for us to take action on them, okay? So if you are in an abusive relationship, this is a great time for you to stand up for yourself, because the energy of when Mercury is in a square to Mars, it is an energy to stand up for yourself. It is an energy to stand up to bullies. It is an energy that is great to help you get out of abusive relationships. Okay, so that's on Wednesday, February 10th. Now, moving on to the 11th, we have a new moon in Aquarius, and it is a Cazimi moon. A Cazimi moon basically means that the moon is in great aspects to other heavenly bodies. And because of the relation and the contact that the moon will be making with other heavenly bodies around this time, it is great for manifesting. Now, it will be in a perfect position 30 minutes before it is exact through 30 minutes after it is exact. Now, it will be exact at 2:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. So that means between 1:30 and 2:30, it is a great time to set your intentions, to do your rituals surrounding whatever you're trying to manifest under the Cazimi moon. Now, also on the 11th is going to be a great day for a lot of people. We have Venus, Jupiter in a conjunction. Venus and Jupiter are in a conjunction. Venus, the planet of love, Jupiter, the planet that wants to make everything big and grand. You put those two together and you have big love. You're going to see people professing more love for others. You're going to see people overall in a very jovial mood around the 11th. So this day is going to be filled with big love for a lot of people. Now, on the 13th, we have Mercury and Venus in a conjunction. This is a great time to think about love. It is a great time for loving situations. Basically, love is in the air. Starting on the 11th, love is in the air. Okay? Now, also on the 13th, we have Mars in a sextile to Neptune. This is a great time for creativity. If you are an artist or if you create anything, this is a great time to focus on that. It's also a great time to visit art galleries as well. So that has been your astrological report for the week of February 7th. If you would like to book a personal private reading, you can visit my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. Everyone have a great week.